Hey, what's going on? I'm back at it with another one, and yeah, let me show y'all something real quick, man. I think this is just so bizarre, and I don't know. This is just one of those things where somebody with ill intentions, may not always be the person with the ski mask and the gun, right? So this one is coming out of Florida, where this guy was caught injecting some type of chemical under his neighbor's door, making the family sick. I mean, it's bizarre and scary, but you got to check this one out because, yeah, it's weird, man. It's crazy. You got people like this living next to you or in the same community as you are, and yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this one. I want y'all to check this one out.
All right, new tonight here at 10 o'clock, a pretty incredible story of a family of three wondering why their baby daughter kept getting sick and why they had a strange odor in their home. Was it their apartment? Was it the water? Well, when they saw this, a man injecting some sort of chemical through the bottom of their door into their home, they knew their lives could be in jeopardy. Fox 13's Janae Lewis is here with us in studio tonight with this story. Janae, we're speechless here.
Yeah, it's hard to watch that video and not feel any other way. The family says the excitement they had of moving into their new home quickly turned into terror, and you saw why. As a frustrated neighbor took his concerns too far, now they're afraid to be inside that very home.
It is extremely scary.
Umar Abdullah says it's very difficult to talk about the last few months. He says it started with complaints from a downstairs neighbor over noise.
So after my daughter was born in August last year, his complaint, like footstep complaint, drawer closing.
But escalated to this.
I installed a hidden camera outside because we were suspecting someone is basically tampering our place from outside. And then we caught our neighbor injecting something through our door.
He says a friend noticed an unusual chemical odor in their home in May. They checked the appliances, hoping to determine the source of the smell, but couldn't. A month later, Umar says his eyes started to burn and his daughter was coughing and throwing up. He says the smell had returned, so he checked the water heater nearby, finding a strong odor.
I was bending down. I sniffed all through that place. And
after replacing it, Umar says the odor and discomfort returned. This is when he set up the hidden camera.
On June 27th, I found that our neighbor is coming with a syringe. He's pulling something from a vial and then he's injecting through our entry door.
Wow, so this dude got a syringe with a vial of whatever kind of chemical or substance that is and sticking it right underneath the door. Dang, that's crazy though. Like, wow.
On the camera, probably after a few days, we might have been just dead.
He called police, and records show Zooming Lee was arrested and charged with multiple counts of battery and possession of a controlled substance. The report identified him as a USF student. A spokesperson from USF says he is no longer enrolled as of this summer. He was a PhD student in the chemistry department.
If people use their knowledge, this extreme knowledge, to harm people, I mean, they can be even more dangerous.
Umar says he was told Zooming is in the process of relocating, but they're still very uneasy, never thinking their home would become a place they now fear.
I can never expect a neighbor, I mean, I can never imagine to expect something like that happen to anyone. I wish no one else would have to go through a situation like this ever in their life.
Umar says several agencies are now investigating, waiting for final lab reports to determine the exact substance that was injected, but he says they were hazardous chemicals. The family is hoping to relocate, but as we report all the time, housing isn't the easiest to find right now. In the studio, Janae Lewis, Fox 13 News.
Damn, man, I mean, you got to expect the unexpected. I mean, I know nobody... I mean, you wouldn't even think about somebody doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times when we, think about people that have these like ill intentions. We think of them coming maybe with a knife or a gun, but this dude used a syringe and a vial of some kind of chemical or substance to inject it, up under their door, right? Yeah, I mean, this dude is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I think he is more dangerous than, the average robber with a gun, right? Because he's using his knowledge of chemistry to, maybe try to take somebody out or make them sick. And yeah, that's scary because I mean, you're not gonna come across that many people in your everyday life that have this type of knowledge, this extensive knowledge of, chemicals, what types of chemicals to use mixed together. I mean, and what can and won't make people sick or even cause death. So I think, this, you're dealing with something that you can't see, right? I mean, yeah, you can smell it, but by the time you smell it, it can already be fatal. It's already in your system. And with some of that stuff, if you sniff it, it's lights out automatically. So I think this guy, I don't know, maybe he needs to be put on some kind of terrorist watch list or something, right? Because I mean, he's a danger to the public. He went to school, and was a student in the chemistry course. So it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe, like I said, somebody needs to keep an eye on him because, I mean, this time it was a family in an apartment. And I mean, for somebody to get pissed off about noise in an apartment to the point where they would, go to that level, I mean, it's insane. And, you live in an apartment under somebody, you got to expect at least some amount of noise, right? People can't be 100% quiet all the time. And I mean, if it's an excessive amount of noise, there's just other ways to handle it. You know what I mean? You don't go out and poison them. And it just kind of makes you wonder if he's out here doing that over noise. Just imagine if you had to work with him and let's say, I don't know, like a office setting where sometimes, you have disagreements with people and, you have a disagreement with him. He might put something in your food that's sitting in the fridge or the break room. You know what I'm saying? Or put some kind of substance on the handle of your car door. I mean, let's be real. I mean, he's doing stuff like this, so he's probably not gonna directly confront anybody or try to get physical with him. So this is what he kind of goes to, and then you left there just wondering, like, why the hell am I sick? Why am I throwing up all over the place, right? So I mean, this is just, I don't know, man. This is something straight out of a comic book or something. You know how you get those evil scientists, these evil mad scientists looking to take over the world, right? So I don't know, man. Hopefully the authorities can find out what was that chemical, and I say all the time that you got to be aware, but I think on this one, there's really no way to prepare for something like this. But thankfully, he was caught on video because if not, I mean, there's no telling how long this could have gone on. So, man, that's just bizarre. But yeah, so until next time, man, just take care, stay safe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.